Right now, live at 5.
Consumer prices rise to their highest level in 4 decades. I'm Natalie Brand at the White House with the new government report on inflation and when experts believe prices could start to fall.
Plus,
honoring lifesavers, that's what they're doing here at the St. Louis County Board meeting. We tell you more coming up.
And later,
the Wolves will look to see if they are indeed back with a win tonight against the Los Angeles Clippers in the play-in tournament.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
welcome to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park tonight. You can see the waves rolling in as another storm system makes its way toward our region. And Dave will have a look at the forecast in just a few minutes. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Briggs is on assignment tonight. Costs for food, housing, and gasoline help drive inflation to its highest level in 40 years. A Labor Department report out today shows prices in March spiked a whopping 8.5%. President Biden is announcing a plan in Iowa today to help bring down gas prices. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
At the cash register, the gas pump, and pretty much everywhere, Americans are paying more.
Wow, it's increased a lot. The meat, the chicken.
A government report out Tuesday shows consumer prices jumped 8.5% in March, the fastest inflation rate since 1981. Easily erasing most wage increases.
When you put together food, energy, and shelter, you can imagine that Americans who are, say, in the lower third of the earnings spectrum are really being pressured right now.
March inflation numbers were the first to show the full surge in gasoline prices following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But fuel costs had been rising steadily amid supply chain snags as the U.S. emerges from the pandemic.
I do expect that improvement will happen in the months ahead as oil companies continue to increase output.
President Biden has another plan to try to help drive down fuel costs, allowing the sale of a gas that uses a 15% ethanol blend through the summer.
The sale of this E15 gasoline is usually prohibited in the warmer months due to emissions concerns.
E15 is about 10 cents a gallon cheaper than E10, and some gas stations offer an even bigger discount than that.
Pressure is also on the Federal Reserve to tame inflation without stifling growth.
We're looking at the Fed raising rates at least a full percentage point over the next 3 months, maybe more towards the end of the year.
Economists say the March report could be the peak for inflation, but caution the ride back down will be a slow one. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The president also announced an investment in new meat and poultry processing to help with those costs. And Dave joins us now for a quick check of the weather. Dave, quite a bit of rain headed our way.
Yeah, and it's already fallen in a lot of towns in little waves. It comes and it goes. Right now here in Duluth, for example, we're in between the spokes of the wheel of the low-pressure system. But the heaviest of the rains expected will be along the South Shore. So already the National Weather Service has put into effect a flood watch for the South Shore of northern Wisconsin, including Bayfield, Ashland, and Iron counties, especially centered around the Bad River region. Years ago during flooding, I went there and an elder from Odana told me that that's the reason it's called the Bad River, because of this flooding tendency. So folks there are under the gun through Saturday morning. On the North Shore, a different flavor of alert. Wind advisory. High winds going towards 20+ miles per hour mean things could get tossed around pretty well from Carleton County up through Cook County in Minnesota. So let's eye up this beast coming our way, low pressure system. We're on its gentler side, frankly, so we won't have it as rough as folks along the line of the cold front, where really strong thunderstorms and even tornadoes could be kicked up. But speaking of thunderstorms, over the next day, there's a chance, especially in Wisconsin, we could stir some of those up. Rain initially through Wednesday from this low, and there still is a chance for snow come Thursday. So from rain to snow. Short term says tonight, 90% rain chance. Tomorrow, 50-50 shot at more rain. High temp of 40 tomorrow is about 7 degrees cooler than normal. Will we get back to normal? Frankly, I think it'll take a while, and I'll show you one with my 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Dave. Real-life heroes who've saved the lives of complete strangers in the last year were honored today in Duluth. And CBS 3's Quinn Gorham joins us now. Quinn, you spoke with today's award recipients who told you they were just doing the right thing. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's right, Kristen. It was an emotional ceremony that told some breathtaking stories. One woman rescued from a submerged vehicle. Another woman saved from a burning building. Both people alive today because others risked their own lives. Today's recipients were honored by Sheriff Ross Littman, who described their acts of heroism to the county board, then presented them with the awards. 5 groups and a total of 14 individuals were honored at the meeting, each for a different situation in which they saved a life. One group featured 4 Lake Country Power employees who rescued a woman from a submerged car during a snowstorm. In November, the crew spotted the car in a ditch on the side of the road and rushed to rescue the woman inside, who was on the phone with 911. The 4 men went into the icy water and broke the woman out of the car, pulling her to safety. They believe anyone else would have done the same.
I think most people around this whole area and most people in general, I think they'd take action, you know.
Yep. Treat it like a family member.
Yep.
The county board hands out these Lifesaver Awards each year, and anyone can be nominated for an award. Sheriff Littman told me the board hands out the award to highlight heroism, but also to inspire other community members to do the same in the face of danger. We'll hear from him and more of today's Lifesavers tonight at 6.
Yeah, certainly well-deserved recognition. Thank you, Quinn. A Moose Lake teacher is one step closer to a top honor. We first introduced you to Brad Hubred, who teaches 5th and 6th grade science last month. That's when he was a semifinalist for Minnesota's Teacher of the Year award. Now he and 10 others have been named finalists. Along with his hands-on teaching approach, Hubred also started the Blue Ribbon program in Moose Lake, encouraging students to celebrate others around them. Now a panel will interview the finalists and vote for their top choice at the end of the month. The winner will be announced on May 1st. This afternoon, Lake Superior College went wild, hosting a wolf fair and art show. The event at the Erickson Library showcased their Wonder of the Wolves art exhibit and served as a platform for gray wolf news, information, and advocacy. The fair had several special guests like the Wildlife Science Center, the Timber Wolf Alliance, and the International Wolf Center. One of the event's organizers says it grew from an idea during a lunch date.
And I said, well, you know what? Why don't we make it a bigger event and introduce other organizations to the event so that they will come and see and be with each other and that the students can interact with everyone.
The event was free and open to the public. Still to come on Live at 5, a new police academy for high school students. Details on the exciting new program in Hibbing as we take you around the Northland next.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
Rental cars are in high demand, but now there's another option. Rent a Toyota RAV4 or Sienna from Cary Toyota in Superior. Current models fill the rental fleet at competitive pricing. Rent for a single day or save with a weekly rental rate. Enjoy the reliability of Toyota on your next road trip. Unlimited mileage is automatically included when you rent at Cary Toyota in Superior. That's right, unlimited miles. You don't have to buy a new car to drive a new car. Call Cary Toyota in Superior to reserve your rental vehicle today. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
Your home improvement company has your new energy-efficient windows. Your windows come with a double lifetime warranty, many style and color options, and energy efficiency that will save you money. All of our installers are trained and certified in our installation training center. We're offering 50% off installation for the month of April and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Call today for an appointment tomorrow. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
There's nothing that can compare to a plane that goes up in the sky and does really cool stuff. I'm an avionics and electrical engineer, so I'm working with some new ideas and new products, doing a lot of the electrical. It's the place to be in my mind. I definitely have some pride, and you know, my buddies ask me where I'm working now, and just to show them what I'm doing is super sweet. And I just see it as a company that's growing and that I want to be a part of. I'm really excited to be here for the long term.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft. Holy Charmin. Excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. New Charmin Ultra Soft is now even softer, so you'll want more. But it's so absorbent, you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
When you really need to sleep, you reach for the really good stuff. ZQuil Ultra helps you sleep better and longer when you need it most. It's non-habit forming and powered by the makers of NyQuil. ZQuil Ultra, when you really, really need to sleep.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Two Harbors, where things look a little calmer, at least for now. The rain showers will continue tonight, and Dave will be in with this week's full forecast and more on the incoming system in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. How residents can prepare for utility improvements in winter, and turkey hunting season starts tomorrow in Minnesota. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start things off in Hibbing tonight with a new program for youth this summer. The Hibbing Police Department will offer their Youth Police Academy starting in July. Students who sign up for the program will meet once a week for 7 weeks. The Youth Police Academy is open to 8th through 12th grade students who want to train with real police officers. Students will get to experience collecting evidence, radio communication, criminal investigations, courtroom procedures, and more. Next, we head to Winter, Wisconsin, where they are getting ready for some upgrades this summer. Among other improvements to sewer and water, the village will be replacing all water meters to digital. The city is asking people to verify their indoor water shutoff works properly, then to find the curb shutoff and mark it with a blue flag. Once you have that done, they have a survey for homeowners to fill out and notify workers. These steps are not mandatory, but will help city staff as they go ahead with the improvement work this summer. And we wrap up in Minnesota, where the spring wild turkey hunt begins tomorrow. The season is split into 6 periods, each about 1 week long, with the season ending May 31st. Hunters were able to purchase a permit for 1 period, but any unused permits can hunt again during the final period. Youth ages 17 and younger are allowed to hunt at any time throughout the season. Hunting hours are a half hour before sunrise to sunset. Wisconsin's spring season begins this weekend with youth hunting, with the full season beginning next Wednesday. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5 tonight, the Timberwolves play for their chance at the NBA playoffs. We are live from Target Center in a few minutes.
Well, temperature-wise, the high today, 44, was reasonably close to the normal of 47, a long way off from the high of 76 that happened just back in 2015. Temperature trends will be going down over the next couple of days. Rain chance trends going up. And there's still a snow chance out there now Wednesday night through Thursday. It looks like we'll be off the hook on Friday. If we're shortening up the snow chance, does that mean we'll get lesser totals? Well, I'll take a stab at the latest guesstimates here coming up after our break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Spring is here, and we have all your cycling needs covered. Need folding tires, shorts, parts, or helmets? We have them. Want an e-bike? We have those too. Need a shock repair? We can do it. Stop into Twin Ports Cyclery today.
Blue Rock Grill features a seasonally rotating cocktail list as well as an extensive selection of sought-after spirits. Whether you're seeking a quick sandwich for lunch, a nap and a cocktail, or the perfect night out with friends, choose Blue Rock Grill, located next to the Miller Hill Mall. Here at locally owned Adolphson Real Estates, we are ready to help you find the perfect space to fit your business's needs with no extra fees. Own nearly 8,000 square feet of prime Superior Street frontage in the heart of the Duluth Business District. Please call our Duluth office for more details. Call us today to schedule a tour at Adolphson Real Estate.
I've always liked video editing. When I was growing up, I'd made a lot of YouTube videos about hamsters, and I really love squids. I graduated from a really big high school, so coming to UWS, where it's a lot smaller, it allowed me to really find myself. More opportunities are there for me to explore and find out what I really want to do. One of my overarching dreams is to film and edit a documentary about marine biology. I would say that I am very happy here.
A lot of people think, well, I'll wait until May and get my bike repaired, and we're saying bring it in early. We have a full repair staff. You'll get the bike back quickly, so you'll have the bike when you want to start riding.
Two Northlanders are creating a robotics team that's specially designed for people on the autism spectrum. We'll tell you what you need to know coming up tonight.
The rain has begun, and I'll talk about how long it's going to stick around.
Tonight at 6 on CBS 3. Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories. Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Our good friend Phil Snavy is up over the hill in the Kenwood neighborhood in Duluth. Sent us this picture today. Poor bear. Got up early this season. Yeah, I've got some crazy chipmunks running around the snowbanks, all bewildered here in my yard as well. So things are getting up from hibernation, but we still have plenty of snow on the ground. And this bear could get a little more snow on his coat or her coat once we get into Thursday. We're starting with rain right now. Snow could follow. Temperatures drop into the 30s over the weekend. Maybe next week we could start to hope for spring once again. Let's take a look at the current conditions coming in from Duluth International. 41 degrees is cooler than normal, and the lead elements of our low pressure system, our latest one, are bringing rain to much of the region, along with an easterly northeasterly wind at 18 miles per hour. Because of high winds, again, a wind alert, a wind advisory will be in effect from Carleton County, Minnesota to Cook County, Minnesota. At the same time, folks on the South Shore in Wisconsin face a flood watch because of potentially moderate to heavy rains coming across through tomorrow night. We'll show you the latest radar here in a bit, but here's a look at the current temperatures. Normal is 47. Many Minnesota towns are only in the 30s right now. Down towards Hinckley, warmer than normal at 52, and down around Hayward, warmer than normal at 51. Otherwise, the Ironwood area, Waters meet close to normal, 45 to 48, and much of northern Wisconsin north of Hayward and Cable running 37 to 43 degrees. So the cooling trend here will conquer all zones once we get through Thursday and through the weekend. High temps only in the 30s. Maybe next week we will start to perk up temperature-wise. Well, right now we've got the warm front of the low pressure system, our latest one, coming our way. And so most of the precip in our area is rain, though there has been a bit of a rain and snow mix for parts of northern Minnesota. The rain, as you can see with the oranges and the yellows here, that's where it gets a little bit heavier here. For the Twin Ports, very briefly, we had a good downpour. And yesterday we had that happen in northern Wisconsin. There's a chance it'll happen again here tonight. So rain is likely through tomorrow night, and rain totals for much of our area could run around a half inch for Minnesotans to even an inch plus for folks in the snow belt. The snow belt will become the rain belt, and that's why from Ashland to Ironwood, including Odena, you have a flood watch there. Be cautious, folks. That could stay in effect through Saturday. Well, our low pressure system could take until Thursday to work through our area, and its backside by Thursday will become cool enough for the formation of snow in our area. And the latest charts indicate snow totals like this. Potential. Northern Minnesota from the ranges to the border, perhaps 4+ inches there. Trace to 2 inches for much of the area here. And from the Twin Ports to the Iron Ranges in Minnesota, perhaps 2 to 4. Of course, things can change on a dime around here, and keep an eye on CBS 3 as we update these charts, which of course will change as we get towards Thursday. That's just the latest. Tonight in Minnesota, 90% chance for rain, low temps from 32 to 38 degrees. For Wisconsin and Michigan, 90% chance for rain there as well, low temps 37 to 40. For tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan, high temps run 41 to 48. The UP may be the hot spot tomorrow. 40% rain chance continues tomorrow. It's a 50% chance for Minnesotans with highs from 39 to 40 for much of the state, although we could go 43 to 45 from Aiken to the Moose Lake region. Our extended forecast shows a 60% chance for the snows on Thursday, and then it cools down but dries up on Friday. Doesn't warm up, though. We stay 30 to 36 through the weekend. Maybe by Monday, Tuesday, back towards 40, which will be about 7 degrees cooler than normal.
Thanks, Dave. For the first time in 4 years, the Minnesota Timberwolves are set to play in postseason basketball. And CBS 3's Duncan Goldberg joins us now live from Target Center ahead of tonight's game. Duncan, certainly a big moment for this team.
Yeah, it is a big moment for this team, and let's be honest, it's been quite some time since Timberwolves basketball has been relevant. They've only made the playoffs one time in the past 17 years. They're trying to double that total tonight with a win against the Los Angeles Clippers in the play-in tournament. And this Timberwolves team feels a little bit different. For the first time since Kevin Garnett, the T-Pups are starting to feel more like true T-Wolves. And it has been a long time coming for this Minnesota fan base. For 17 years, Timberwolves fans, it feels like they were in hiding. But this year, they have shown out in packed Target Center, especially in the second half of the season. And tonight, Target Center is going to be rocking with playoffs on the line.
It was up to us to kind of win them over and do our job, and we've done so, and they've responded very well. So I want to just keep that going. It's hard to beat us at home, and we've done a good job by getting a 7 seed, getting home court advantage in the play-in. Just see where it goes from there. Emotion's going to be there. Crowd's going to be electric, obviously. My biggest thing, I told the guys, just don't change anything. If you like to go to movies before a game, stay with your routine. If you like to drink a couple of beers before the game, stay with your routine. Don't try to reinvent the wheels.
Tonight's game comes just a day after Timberwolves signed head coach Chris Finch to a multi-year extension. In just his second season as coach, Finch has led the team to their 7th best regular season record in franchise history. And tip-off, it is set for 8:30 p.m. It might be a little bit later due to the game in front of it, but we will see. If you want updates from throughout the game, follow me on Twitter at DunkGold. It should be a very fun one, Kristen.
Yeah, certainly a big night at Target Center. And Duncan, we will check in with you again during the 6 o'clock newscast. Thanks, Duncan. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Precious Paws Humane Society in Chisholm. This is Ricky. He's a 6-year-old cat looking for a fun place to call home. Our friends at the shelter tell us he does well with other cats, likes playing with his toys, and most of all, loves snuggles and being with his people. They also wanted to note he does have his front paws declawed. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Ricky, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, there's less than a week until the federal requirement for masking up on airlines comes to an end. But could it be extended? What we know so far after the break.
Hey, you guys remember when we went on this trip?
Yeah. Remember, Daddy, when you helped that nice lady across the street? Remember when you blew up those balloon animals for that little kid's birthday party?
That's how it's done.
Remember when you helped fix the neighbor's satellite dish?
Move to the right.
You think you can help people fight back against insurance companies?
Yes, I can.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
At Super One Foods, we go to great measures to deliver you with top quality meat every day. Try our Black Angus boneless ribeye roast for only $9.89 per pound. And get Smithfield spiral sliced ham for just $2.49 per pound. Plus, we provide the best of the best in fresh produce. Get Dole Golden Ripe Pineapple for just $1.99 each, and 2 one-pound packages of fresh strawberries for just $5. Through all that we do, we've got you in mind. Super One Foods, serving you lower prices and better choices.
My 95.7, your life, your music. My 95.7 mornings with Rich and Maddie. Waking up the Northland every weekday. Your life, your music. My 95.7.
20% of the general population have hearing loss and can't understand speech in noisy places. The universal blue and white hearing loss sign, imprinted with a capital letter T, means that a hearing loop is installed. Switch your hearing aids or cochlear implants into the T or telecoil mode for clearer speech. Contact your audiologist or instrument dispenser to learn more about this technology. Paid for by the Minnesota Commission of the Deaf, Deafblind, and Hard of Hearing, the Minnesota Broadcasters Association, and this station.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep. We do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
When building, you hire a team of specialists to ensure your house turns out exactly as you imagined. Major financial transitions like retirement deserve the same level of care and craftsmanship. At MPPL Financial, we assemble a diverse team of experts to develop a plan to ensure you only have to retire once. Call today for your free second opinion consultation so your retirement turns out exactly as you imagined. MPPL Financial. Answers to the most important questions of your life.
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app.
The government requirement for travelers to wear a mask on planes and other public transportation is set to expire on Monday. Regulators still need to decide whether to extend the mandate or end it as COVID cases surge in some parts of the U.S. CBS's Errol Barnett reports.
It has been one of the most controversial topics in American aviation during the pandemic and a trigger for violent passenger attacks. The current federal requirement to mask while in transit expires April 18th. But some flyers think it's time for them to decide to mask up or not.
They should have gave the people a choice whether they wanted to wear it or not from the beginning.
I don't really care. I would continue wearing mine.
Most Americans favor an extension. A recent survey finding 6 in 10 support staying masked while traveling. The industry, though, sees things differently.
We need to remove these mandates.
Roger Dow is president of the U.S. Travel Association, which, along with 3 other industry groups, cite economic costs for pushing the White House to end travel mask rules for all.
We have an unpredictable virus with many variants, but we're seeing again and again these variants are less severe.
In their letter, the group cites CDC guidance that the overwhelming majority of the country no longer needs to wear masks indoors. And the White House says the CDC is still determining its next move.
It's a decision made by the CDC, so they will make that decision, and I'm not aware of a decision being made at this point.
Ali Malice is the government affairs rep for American Airlines Flight Attendant Union.
Health and scientific data have to be at the center, the core of any decision going forward. We all look forward to the day when masks are no longer needed, but until that day, it's really important that we're all cooperating.
Now, the UK may be the canary in the coal mine here. It dropped its travel restrictions last month, including Heathrow Airport losing its mask mandate, only to have British Airways, EasyJet and other carriers cancel more flights out of London than usual, citing staffing shortages due to COVID. Errol Barnett, CBS News at Reagan National Airport.
We've got a packed broadcast for you tonight. Terror on a New York subway. A gunman opens fire in a crowded subway car after throwing a smoke grenade. Tonight, the manhunt for the suspect. Plus, we talked to New York City Mayor Eric Adams about the rising crime in America's largest city and why he says there may have been a malfunction with the security cameras in the station. And more severe weather, 100 million Americans in the path of snow, thunderstorms, hail, and possible tornadoes. That's all tonight on this show, the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
When you need a paint to fit your lifestyle, Menards has got you covered. From protecting against this, or covering this, to refinishing this, we have a paint for you. You also need it in this color, or even this color. We can do that. Stop in and talk to one of our paint professionals to make your colors come to life. Pick up a gallon of Dutch Boyd DuraClean interior flat paint for only $19.48 after sale price and 11% rebate.
A Ford built for you, by you. Get yours, built from the ground up with your choice of colors, wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want a head-up display and Escape, 7 built modes in Bronco Sport, or best in its class Gas Torque and Ranger? You got it. And now an additional $1,500 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Your Northland Ford dealers thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in the Twin Cities region.
At 7 West Tap House, we have everything from classic American lagers to small batch craft IPAs. Our rotating selection of award-winning beers is sure to have something for you. Pair a beer with one of our mouth-watering burgers and freshly cut fries or chips. Stop in today at 7 West Tap House in downtown Duluth.
I just Googled the Vision Jet, and I was here long enough that really any jet that's in the Google search, I was part of. When I first came here, it was pretty nervous. I was a new guy on the floor, so I didn't want to make a mistake, especially when it comes to an aircraft. I just started digging deeper and deeper into the job, and I have a lot of opportunities in QA. And then I became a composite technician. We have a role for anybody, really. The possibilities are endless here.
Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we heard from lifesavers being honored today at the St. Louis County Board meeting. 14 individuals received awards for saving a life last year. That includes 4 Lake Country Power employees who saved a woman trapped in her overturned car during a snowstorm. And tonight at 6, we introduce you to a Duluth resident who is using his own experiences as a person with autism to create a new robotics team for area students. How he wants to focus on inclusion and plans to make the activity more accessible to everyone tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.